Thanks. So I'm Frederick. That's now 2 times that I'm living in Detroit for 6 months and 3 months in 2014 and 2015. I'm from a really small city that nobody knows in France called Noyon-la-Gravoyère. That's close to Angers and Nantes cities in France. And I'm living that's now 5 years in Paris because I'm studying, I'm a student and also worker about culture. So I'm really interested about cultures and about human values, and especially about Detroit because Detroit is a special city. I'm interested in because that's electronic music cultures start also here about techno, and part of my project as a PhD student is to do a thesis about Detroit techno DJs and also the new generation of DJs, about the cultural heritage that Detroit has spread to the world for all the culture in the world. So Detroit is really special for me because at the beginning, I had, like everybody I think in Europe, some prejudices about Detroit around crisis, around crime, about topic around crimes and the dangers that can happen in Detroit. And for me, it's really important to see what it really happened in a city and don't let people talk about. You have to see the truth by yourself. So I'm a lucky guy to can be there here to have some testimonies about that, and that's why I really appreciate also the fact that in Detroit you can see different stuff. That's a huge word inside Detroit. Musically speaking, first, everybody knows that in Detroit there's Motown, there's also rap with Eminem, but that's not only those few words that define Detroit. Detroit is also its people. That's not only its problem, like a friend of mine, Patricia, Grandma Techno, say. That's really important to know what all those people try to do in the city. More specifically about Detroit scene and Detroit stages in Detroit. Everybody knows about Belleville Street, about Derek May, Ron Hankins, and Kevin Sanderson, but there are a few people that know about Eddie Fowlkes or about ethnicities here, and all those guys from also that are forming a bridge between the first generation of DJ and the second, and those guys are really, really interesting to know about. I'm also really interested about the first generation, the new generation of DJ, because in 35 years I have a lot of modification or a way to have a vision about music. In the world, we talk about globalization and about unity of culture in our contemporaneity. So, that's also important to see that people can be linked around music, but music can be learned or understand in different ways by different people in different countries. So in Detroit, we are just over there, we have Detroit Festival, and for me that's one of the most genuine festival in Detroit and maybe in the world too, because people really want to spread some good music really for Detroiters and people that are really welcoming here from foreign countries and all the United States too. So that's really impressive to see all those guys that just want to spread good vibes, good music, and you see people dancing, you see people, black community, white community, Hispanic community, Middle Eastern community, that's our part of Detroit, and they are just coming there just to enjoy music, have some exchange, some games, dancing, together, and that's really important. That's part of the definition of Detroit. That's his melting pot. Even if it's today a lot of people talk about the gentrification of Detroit and also the problem around segregation, like for example in bus lines. I mean, you have to know that people in Detroit have a lot of respect between each other. So that's not only the city with problems that people hear about it in media, especially when media just use Detroit as an economic factor and a problem in the world. I mean, in Detroit is also known as maybe the future city, and there are a lot of hopes about that. And that's also what is really important, because all those artists, all those DJs, all those people, all those audiences are trying to build a new network and create a new society built on and based on real values and human values, exchange feelings. And that's what is really important to me to spread with my job and my work, my researches about Detroit. That's not only music. Music is not only music. Music is created by and built by people, and that's what Detroit every day tries to create. I don't know what I can say more. I'm like,
get physical TDS. Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean, about me, I mean, I was born in a little city, so here in Detroit, I'm here like a normal French citizen. I'm not from a rich family. I'm here with my own money, even if I have some subsidies. So in some way, I really understand how life can be really hard. So I just want, with some luck that my way up, I just want to be in this city and to see what is just going on. I mean, more about. I mean, when I was really young, I was practicing guitar. I was also a singer, and I wanted to become a journalist. And when I had maybe 18 years old, I was like, journalism can show you really nice stuff, but you can also in a different way see really what people are doing precisely. And that's what is really important, because media is just a few words about, and I want to fully explain what is music, electronic music, techno, or Detroit is.
This is their first time in Detroit playing, so
Yeah, that's good.